OTR Halloween Holidays presents The Baba Ghoulie Show.
With cartoons from Watchwaddle.
Tales of Tomorrow. Presented by Maslin, Beauty Blend Broadlooms. Tonight's Tale of Tomorrow, The Fatal Flower, starring Victor Jory, with Don Hanmer. To Act One of tonight's Tale of Tomorrow, The Fatal Flower, starring Victor Jory.
They seem to have a ravenous appetite for the common housefly. Makes a person wonder where the vegetable kingdom stops and the animal kingdom takes over. Look at them, Merriman. The wonder of them. While man fiddles around with these petty problems, the vegetable kingdom is silently on the march, patiently awaiting the right moment to take over and establish their kingdom.
Each day seems to get hotter.
You'll get used to it.
Used to it. Never.
Give yourself time. You've only been here a month.
Well, it seems like years. Whatever made me jump at this assignment must have been the allure of Brazil, Amazon. Never forget the day that Professor Hargrove asked which one of us wanted to come down and assist the eminent Dr. Alden on the Amazon. I nearly broke a leg jumping forward.
Now you're sorry you did?
Oh, it's a seclusion. I've never been so bored.
Bored? How can you possibly be bored? Just look at that Venus flytrap. It's kept me constantly amazed for 8 long years. It's practically human.
It's a pity you can't talk or play cards. Shame you don't play cards, Doctor.
I'm devoted entirely to my work.
Your work, yes, I know. Sitting up half the night with that thing.
Well,
Why? I'll never know. Trying to develop a carnivorous hybrid that size is impossible. Been fiddling around with that thing for 2 years now, and well, it still derives its food from the earth, not from animal life.
well, maybe it's still immature. Perhaps it's somnolent.
Well, suppose it wakes up. What good is a man-eating plant that size?
You honestly say that you don't realize the worth of such a discovery?
Honestly, no.
Why, Merriman would be a major scientific achievement.
Well, Doctor, I wish you luck.
Luck? I don't believe in luck. It just takes patience, that's all. It just takes patience.
It's a quality I lack entirely. Oh, feeding these little devils gives me an appetite. About supper time, isn't it?
Yes.
How's the old ticker behaving, Doc?
Not quite as well as might be expected, but these pills keep him in line.
Oh, pills. What a nuisance. Oh. Guess I'll jot down the Bijou and see what's playing.
Yes, you do that.
Oh.
Senor Doctor,
What is it?
the mail from the supply ship, senor.
All right, Gustavo, you just put it down.
Those letters for you, Doctor?
What? Oh, yes. We only get mail once every 3 months, but when it comes in a package.
Oh, I sure envy you.
Why? If you wait until the next mail comes, you'll get plenty of letters.
Maybe.
Huh?
It'll be months before I get any letters, and what'll I do in the meantime?
Come now, you're not as bored and homesick as all that.
I can't begin to tell you how bored I am, Dr. Alden. Never mind, though. I'll manage to live.
I'm sure you will.
Doctor? How about selling me one of your letters? I'll give you $10 for it.
What?
Don't you see? This be the same as my getting mail from the States, too.
Merriman, you're perfectly welcome to all of them when I've finished.
Oh, that wouldn't be the same, don't you see? It wouldn't be mine. I'd just be reading your mail.
Are you serious?
Absolutely. I'll give you $10 for one. Surely you can spare just one little letter. I can see you don't understand. Sorry to interrupt your reading.
No, you wait a minute. Come on, come back here. Come on, Merriman. Here. Take your pick. And you don't have to worry about the $10.
Oh, thanks. I'll just pick one at random. There. Here. Here's your $10.
No, nonsense. You forget
No, I insist.
All right. All right, Merriman, and I only hope you get $10 worth of pleasure out of it.
Oh, I'm sure I will, Doctor.
Morning, Merriman.
Oh, what's good about it? Doesn't the breeze ever stir itself up around here?
I'm afraid not. By the way, you're going to complete that summary today, aren't you?
Guess so.
Oh, by the way, Merriman, I read through my mail last night, and I discovered that everything I expected, generally got, was there. You, I hope you didn't get one of my bills.
No, I didn't.
I said it isn't a bill.
Well, I'm glad. Who was it from, Merriman?
He.
Oh, can't I postpone the crypto today, Doctor? I'll fold up out there in that jungle.
Yes, if you want, you can take over in the plant house.
Oh, great. Thanks a million.
Look, about the letter. Who was it from?
Oh, I hate to say this, Doctor, but it's none of your business.
How's that?
I said...
Yes, I heard what you said. You must be joking.
Oh, I'm sorry, Doctor. I'm not joking. Oh, I paid $10 for that letter, and I'm not going to share it with anybody.
Oh. Well, if you excuse me, I'll go along and feed our little friends their breakfast.
Merriman. Now, about that Merriman. I say, Merriman, about the letter I gave you.
I sold, Doctor, not gave.
If you couldn't possibly be interested in the contents of that letter, now just tell me who it's from, and I won't bother you any longer.
Oh, I'm sorry, Doctor. That letter's legally mine. It's duly bid and paid for. It ceased being any concern of yours the minute you sold it.
Concern of... I no longer consider this funny, Merriman. Give me the letter. Merriman, give...
I don't wish to argue. Right?
Well, this is about time for a little nap.
No, give me my letter. No, doctor, I wouldn't do that if I were you. Remember your heart.
Starring Victor Jory.
There's a lock on the plant house door, Doctor.
That's right.
May I have the key, please? I have some work to do in there.
No. A supply ship due here in a week. When it leaves from Manaus, you'll be on it.
You mean you're firing me, Doctor?
That's right.
Aren't you forgetting about our little contract?
No, I'm not forgetting. You'll be paid for a year's work in full.
Won't look very good on my record, will it?
No, it won't, Merriman. Matter of fact, I doubt if you'll ever get a job in this field again.
Dr. Alden? If I give the letter back to you, will you forget about all this?
No, you keep the letter. It's yours. The letter is your property, not mine. You paid for it. It's legally yours.
Day the 2nd. The hybrid consumed 4 wild hens and a suckling pig. The hybrid. That name will never do. I think it's time we give you a proper name. In which case it's only fitting that you be named after Emily. Beautiful, captivating, and wantonly cruel Emily. Emily. Of course. The letter, it's from Emily.
Unexpected pleasure.
Merriman, I've been thinking. I've decided to give you another chance.
Yeah? Why?
Well, I feel now that the punishment was unjustly severe. You'll just return my letter?
Well, that's awfully generous of you, Doctor. Huh. Well, I'm grateful anyway.
What's that?
Well, I've been thinking. I'm not really cut out to be a botanist. It's dull, boring work. It's clearly not for a man with my temperament. I've been thinking. The idea of going back to the States with a whole year's pay in my pocket really appeals to me. I go to another line.
Yes, anything you wish, only just give me my letter.
Oh, that's my letter,
No,
Doctor. Remember what you
no.
said this morning? It's
Please.
legally mine.
Give me my letter.
Oh, calm yourself.
Listen, Merriman, to what
Oh, now, take it easy. Remember your heart. Now, sit down.
I am a sick man. Merriman, listen to me. I have a wife in America. Her name is Emily. I deeply love her. I was unjust to leave her, and I expected she would divorce me, Merriman. Now, as far as I can learn to my own knowledge, after 8 long years, we're still married. I still love her, Merriman.
That's terrible, Doc.
Tom, I beg of you, just tell me, is the letter from Emily? Please, for pity's sake, Tom. If it is from Emily, just nod your head. That's all I ask.
Well, you can bank on it, Doctor. The minute I read that letter, I'll give you the sign.
You haven't read it?
No, haven't even opened it yet.
And how could you be so sure it wasn't a bill if you haven't opened it?
Well, first place, the envelope's much too small for a bill. Then the handwriting. Dainty-like. It's gentle, sort of. No, it's not a bill, I'm sure of that.
Tom, when will you open it?
Oh, I don't know, maybe tomorrow. Maybe next month. Remember what you said, Doctor? It just takes patience.
But, Merrill...
Tomorrow, maybe. Well, off to the jungle for me. That'll be good mushroom hunting after that morning shower. Maybe I can run into some nice, juicy Amanitopsis or some chanderelles. Nothing like chanderelles fried in butter, Doctor?
Day the 9th. I have made the hybrid go 3 full days without food. It must be ravenously hungry.
Can I come in, Doctor? Is this place still off limits to me?
Yes, you may come in.
You'd be happy to hear that we're going to have mushrooms for supper? Oh, by the way, I see you searched my room. Not a very neat job.
You knew that I would.
Of course. That's why I went on the mushroom expedition.
Is that...
Of course. I always carry it with me.
Why are you doing this to me? What have I ever done to harm you?
Well, nothing personal, Doctor. Let's just mark it down as boredom. I was going to give you your letter back in a couple of days, but then you fired me, and, well, you know how it is. One thing leads to another.
For the last time, Merriman, will you give me my letter?
I'm sorry.
Dr. Holden! Dr. Holden! Help me! Dr. Holden!
Have sent you Tom Merriman. Fine mind, first-rate student, but unstable, neurotic, practical joker. Nearly flunked out for bad conduct. Needs discipline, which I'm sure he'll get with you. More later, Hargrove. While man fiddles around with his petty problems, the vegetables are silently on the move, patiently awaiting the right moment to take over and establish their kingdom.
The preceding program, originally telecast by ABC in New York, has come to you by special video recording. This is ABC, the American Broadcasting Company.
Ghoulies. Who doesn't love plants? They just need a little care.
Even the hungriest things must be fed, and not experimented on. Up Nest Ghoulies. We go one step beyond. Enjoy.
The amazing drama you're about to see is a matter of human record. You may believe it or not, but the real people who lived this story, they believe it. They know. They took that one step beyond. The city sleeps, unaware. Overhead, the dark clouds move in swiftly, piling up in an angry, churning mass.
gathering strength to smash the city with a force it will not soon forget. For the storm will bring much more than wind and rain. Much more. A force far beyond man's understanding. The might of psychic lightning. It is just before dawn of a Wednesday morning. In a moment, lightning, forked lightning, will strike two human beings at two distant points of the city, drawing two complete strangers together with an irresistible force. One of them lived in this house.
George! George, wake up, wake up! Oh, George, it was terrible.
What?
I saw you dead.
At that same moment, at the other end of the city,
You had it. Come on.
Doc. What happened? Well, he sort of froze. If I hadn't grabbed him, that grinder would have chewed his hand to bits. What's the matter, Alex? Oh, let's better sit down. Well, let's see what's wrong with you. All right, Alex. Off with your shirt.
Ellen? Ellen, don't you think it's time you came back to bed? Baby, I've got to get up in an hour.
It wasn't a dream. It wasn't.
Sure, I know. It was a premonition. Your grandmother's gypsy blood talking to you.
I saw you. I saw you lying there on the floor of the bank. I did. I did. It was as real as anything that ever happened.
Ellen, baby, darling, we've got to get some sleep.
You don't believe me?
Sure I do. But you're acting like a child. Everybody has bad dreams.
It wasn't a dream. It was different. I could see right through the walls. Through the darkness. There was this terrible loud noise clanging in my head. There were people. Frightened people all around. Suddenly, you were lying there at my feet. Dead.
All right. Have it your way. I'm dead. Now can we go back to bed?
Oh, George, you mustn't go in today. You mustn't.
Oh, Ellen,
promise.
for heaven's sake.
Promise.
Ellen, are you awake? Really awake? Thinking clearly? Are you suggesting that I call the bank and say I won't be coming in today because my lovely wife has a feeling that something terrible will happen to me if I do?
Yes, yes, yes.
Oh, stop it, Ellen. I'm going back to bed.
Oh, George, please, I beg. George, I'm so afraid. I'm so afraid.
It's all right. It's all right now. It's all right.
All right, Alex, you can put your shirt on now. Of course, this is only a preliminary examination. But as far as I can tell, it appears that you suffered from a slight stroke. It's not necessarily serious in itself, but it is a pretty good indication of a deteriorating circulatory system. Alex? This is important. I warned you what would happen if you kept pushing yourself. Now I'm going to have to put in a report to the front office that you're no longer fit. It's for your own protection. I should have done it months ago. I'm sorry, Alex. But I have to do it. If you take care of yourself, proper diet, proper rest, or you can live as long as anyone else, and even come back to work eventually. If you don't, you'll be dead within 6 months. You're wrong. I only wish I were, Alex. Look, you take this envelope back to your own doctor. Have him get in touch with me. I'll only be too glad.
You're wrong. I don't have 6 months. I don't have 6 days. I'll be dead by tonight.
Alex, it's true your condition is serious, but not that.
When I was standing there at that wheel, it was like a million colored lights exploding in my head.
That's symptomatic of a stroke.
No. Suddenly, I knew I was going to die. Doesn't matter what I do. I'll be dead by tonight. I know it.
Alex?
Medical history of Alex Peters. This morning, the patient suffered his second cerebral arterial spasm with a left-sided paresis. In other words, a stroke. But was it really a stroke? Or was it a physical reaction to the sudden, unshakable knowledge that he was going to die today? Well, today is still young. And as Alex Peters wanders the morning streets in search of some plan for his last hours on this earth, across town, the second part of the double premonition is having quite a different effect. Across town, George Chambers has finally quieted his wife's hysteria. He has agreed to spend the day at home, but only to humor her. He knows there can't possibly be anything in her foolish premonition. Not possibly.
I can't explain it any better than I already have. All I know is it was clearer than you are right now.
All right, but you were asleep. Now, what makes you so sure it wasn't a dream?
Because it wasn't. I ought to know the difference.
Then what do you call it?
You said the word premonition. Hello? Oh, hello, Phil. Good morning. No, he hasn't left yet. I was going to call you. George won't be coming in today. It's nothing serious. Will you tell Mr. Masterson that George isn't available?
Let me talk to him. Phil, what's this about Masterson? Today? But he wasn't due until next Monday. I see. What time? I'll be right down.
George, you promised.
I know, but this is terribly important.
Important? More important than your life?
Oh, stop being so childish.
Why can't someone else take care of Masterson's business?
No, nobody can.
Why not?
Because he's a federal bank examiner, that's why.
So? So what would he do if you really were sick?
What would we do if I were suddenly in jail? Don't worry, darling. I can fix it. I just need a little time. That's why it's so important.
What's wrong?
Well, where do you suppose all the money came from? You like this house, don't you? You like the fur coats, don't you? You like the free trips to Europe every summer, don't you?
George.
Don't worry. I can fix it.
Hi.
Good morning.
Don't you think you've had enough sleep for one night, young lady?
Why? What time is it? 9:30? Why didn't you wake me?
Well, I just got home.
How come?
I had some things to do.
Where'd you have breakfast?
I didn't. Why should I when I've got such a good cook at home?
Hey, school. What am I going to do about school?
Would you really mind very much missing one day?
Well, not really.
Come on in. I'd love some coffee.
How do you want your eggs?
No eggs, just coffee.
How come?
I'm not very hungry.
But you can't live on just coffee.
Don't you worry about me.
It doesn't really matter too much about school anyhow. Mrs. Firth is still homesick, and we've got the substitute, who only gives us review. I won't miss anything important.
That's good.
Besides, I can get it from Alice if she gives us any new stuff.
Uh-huh.
It'll be fun being home with you all day anyhow. And we've got food shopping to do. It'll take me 2 minutes. What's the matter?
Nothing.
Why are you looking at me like that?
How am I looking?
Funny. Do you feel all right?
Sure. You know something? I like you.
Me too.
Excuse me. Who do I see about setting up a trust fund?
Well, Mr. Carter or Mr. Chambers can help you. Ellen, for heaven's sake, I'm snowed under with work. I don't...
Mr. Carter will help you. Thank you.
Will you keep leaving me with this ridiculous... Ellen. Ellen, listen to me. Listen. No, I'm not leaving here. I can't...
Yes? I'd like some advice about a trust fund.
Surely, make yourself comfortable. I'll be right back.
All right. I'm going to be shot. Yes, shot to death. Okay, that's fine with me. Now, will you please leave me alone? Of course I'm making fun of you.
No.
Mr. Peters. Alex Peters.
Yes, what sort of trust fund did you have in mind?
For my daughter. I'd like to set up a trust fund for my daughter.
Well, I think that can be arranged.
I sure hope so. I'm a widower. I figure that Carolyn will need at least $100 a month to live on. At least.
Certainly. How old is Carolyn?
12. I'd like to set it up so that, well, after I'm dead, whoever's taking care of her, Carolyn will have the money to live on.
Yes, of course. Does Carolyn have a middle name?
What? Oh, no. No, she doesn't have a middle name.
Ellen, I have to hang up now.
It's all a question.
Ellen, I can't discuss this with you any longer.
I can advise you, of course.
Listen.
First, let's get all the facts down.
Goodbye, Ellen.
Her daughter is 12. I take it she's an only child? Mm-hmm. Now, suppose we start with your current assets.
Well, there's my life insurance policy.
Yes, what's the amount?
$1,200.
$1,200.
And then there's the stock. Hudson Corporation, 50 shares. It was selling at 3 1/4 this morning.
Well, that comes to $162.50. Savings?
Well, I have $672 in postal savings.
What else?
That's all.
Oh, surely there must be other things. Furnishings, your car, home, real estate?
No, I don't have any of those things. And I live in a furnished apartment.
150, 750, 1,200, 672. Well, as of today, your total worth is $2,034.50, counting the insurance and assuming there are no debts. At 6%, that would bring in about $120 a year.
A year?
Yes, sir. For an income of $100 a month, you'd need 10 times that amount.
10 times?
Of course, a lot of things could happen before it becomes necessary to use such a fund. You're young, there are many productive years ahead of you. Surely your estate will grow. And, of course, a certain amount will come in from Social Security. We always figure on that.
$20,000.
I'm afraid that...
Bill, let me have a conditional sales contract. I've run out of the shower here.
$20,000? Oh, well, sure thing, Alex. No sooner said than done. Man can't have too much insurance. Sir, now let me see here. The beneficiary would be... Oh, yes, Carolyn Peters. You got a real sweet kid there, Alex, and with things the way they are with her, well, man can't be too cautious. Yes, sir, it gives a man real peace of mind to know his loved ones are adequately provided for. Not that anybody ever expects to die, of course, but we never know when the Grim Reaper is sharpening up his axe for us, do we? Well, now, let me see. The monthly premium for a man your age would be, $67.50. That's kind of steep for you, Alex. We can cut it in half for you if you like. We can always do that. You're an old friend. I don't forget old friends, Alex. I'm not that kind of a guy. You know that. Yes, sir. Well, I guess you know what you can afford, huh? The policy will go into effect the minute I hear from... hello, Hazel. This is Wilson Tuttle. How's my girl? Uh-huh. I got another customer for you. I want you to take extra good care of him. He's an old friend. How about tomorrow morning, first thing? No use letting any grass grow under our feet, huh? We're trying to set up an early appointment with the doctor for you.
What for?
Well, it's... just a formality, of course, but when a man jumps from 1,200 to 20,000, why, we don't make the policy binding on either party until the physical examination is complete. Not that you will have any trouble, but well, we all have to protect ourselves in the clinches, huh? Now, if the doctor has an open appointment... hello, Hazel. Oh, swell.
Uh-huh. 9:30 bright and early. That's fine. Fine, fine. Alex. Alex?
Are you sleeping? Are you sleeping? Brother John, Brother John. Morning bells are ringing, morning bells are ringing. Ding, ding, dong, ding, ding, dong. George? George, please listen to me, please. George, I tried not to call. But the feeling's suddenly stronger than ever that now, right now, the terrible thing that's going to happen has started. George, unless you... George, don't hang up on me. George, please listen. Daddy? Daddy?
Hurry.
Harris, I want you to deposit this in the name of Wilson Barrington. Right away, please.
No! No! No, 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 no!
Yes? It happened. Just as you saw it. It happened. But why? Well, fate? Destiny? What other words are there? Certainly it was destiny for George Chambers and Alex Peters to cancel out each other's lives. That's not a very satisfactory answer, is it? But what other answer is there? I mean, that we know about. In a
Science and the supernatural, they do love to meet. Ah, how positively electrifying. What could go wrong?
Well, that was not what I was expecting. On with the show.
It's intermission time at the Baba Guli Show. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for some hot popcorn? How's about your favorite soft drinks, which are sparkling cold? And there's all kinds of candy to tempt you. It's radio time, folks. Enjoy the rest of the program. During the intermission, our radio show brings to you a cartoon for the record. We now return you to our radio show.
Finished. This is only the beginning, boy. Only the beginning. Sure, Mr. Rawson, you remember me, Harry Laxer, L-A-X-E-R. That's right. Used to handle public relations for Joel Stone. Not anymore. That's why I'm calling you. I've been working on a book. Of course you'll be. It's the hottest thing a publisher ever saw. Now get this. Man of Mystery. Biography of Joel Stone. Well, he ain't a man of mystery when I get through with him. That's right. Real expose stuff. The secret life of Joel Stone, international playboy and financier. All the facts right out in the open. I thought you'd be interested. Well, never mind where I am. I've been laying low till this book was finished. Sure, I can have it at your office first thing tomorrow morning. Don't worry. Nobody knows. It's my little secret. Right.
$40 million. $40 million. A lot of money, my friends, yet here it is. The personal fortune of just one man. Now, what kind of a man could accumulate such a great sum of money? What did he have to do to gain such wealth? And what must he do in order to keep it? Well, if money is the root of all evil, then surely there must be a forest of evil surrounding $40 million and the man who possesses it. That may even be why he does his utmost to remain a man of mystery. Man of mystery. That's the title of our story. And our distinguished players are John Van Drielen, Mary Tyler Moore, William Wyndham, and Walter Burke. Now take the word of Boris Karloff. You can bet your bottom dollar that we are holding a profitable hour of strange adventures in trust for you. You might even learn a few unique ways to obtain your second million.
Quite an office you have here, Mr. Sloan.
Thank you. Please sit down. Go to make a drink for a gentleman. What would you like?
Scotch, please. I hope you'll forgive me for mentioning it. I couldn't help noticing you don't have a desk.
I never conduct my business over a desk.
Your drink, sir?
Oh, thank you. Yep.
Now, put that thing away. You're not going to get an interview anyway. Joel Stone never gives interviews. Thank you, Goto.
When you agreed to see me, Mr. Stone, I assumed that you knew...
I know why you're here. Harry Laxer. It's a shocking tragedy. Shocking.
I understand that the police have interviewed you.
I made a statement. Is that what you want to?
Yes, sir. I'd be very much obliged.
Yes? All right. In 5 minutes. Thank you. You see, my time's not even my own. Now, where were we? Laxer, of course. Poor Harry. He'd been with me for years. He was such a good public relations man.
Oh, I always understood that you hated publicity.
Personal publicity, yes. Laxer's job was to publicize Joel Stone Enterprises.
I see. I understand that you fired him about 6 months ago.
I had to. Harry drank excessively. Of course, I never dreamt anything like this would ever happen.
Just exactly what did happen, sir?
The police seem to know. He had been holed up in some flop house for months, drinking. Apparently, he set fire to the room himself. The fireman fought for 2 hours to control the blaze.
A publisher called Rawson claimed that Laxer phoned him just before the fire. Said that he had a manuscript of a book to show him.
Oh? No such manuscript was found.
It was called Man of Mystery.
Man of Mystery? There's not much mystery about me. I am just another businessman, and I'm afraid Harry is just another drunk.
Is there anything else you can tell me, sir?
As a good reporter, you should make it your business to keep up with what other newspapers print. Here. Yesterday's edition of L'Histoire.
I can't read French.
You don't have to. Turn to page 3. Look at the picture. You see? Now you know what the police already checked on. Last night, at the time Harry Lexer burned to death, I was in Paris. All right, Lucas. I'm coming. So you see, there's really no mystery about me at all. Now, by the way, if your readers want to know what I'm doing tonight, tell them I went to look at some flowers.
Please do it, let's do it, let's fall in love. In Spain, the best opera sets do it. Lithuanians, and let's do it, let's do it, let's fall in love. The Dutch in old Amsterdam do it, not to mention the Finns. Folks in Siam do it. Think of Siamese twins, some Argentines without means do it. People say in Boston even beans do it. Let's do it. Let's fall in love.
Lou.
You got the name right. Lou Waters, don't you forget it. Songs and funny patter available for club dates, smokers, stag parties, drive-ins. Have yucks will travel.
What are you doing in here?
Looks like I'm getting the brush off.
Oh, come on, Lou.
Honey, I had half an hour to the next show. I thought I'd come in and keep you company. Wait here for you.
Behind the screen?
Well, there's no place else. The whole rest of the room is like a funeral parlor. Joel Stone. Last night, gardenias. The night before, chrysanthemums.
Isn't it fantastic?
What does he think you are, a dead gangster?
Jealous?
Are you kidding? Me jealous? Yes, I'm jealous. Makes me sick to see a creep like that.
What do you mean, creep? You don't even know him.
Neither do you. He sits out front every night. Yes, he does that, staring at you. But does he ever come over and say hello? Not once. That is Sixville.
Lou, you have no right to say such a thing. Joel Stone is an important man.
Oh, no. And I'm not? Thank you very much.
Come in.
Not interrupting anything, am I?
Yes?
No.
Sherry, I've got a message for you from Mr. Stone. He asked if you'd join him at his table.
Well, I've got a message you can take right back to that.
Tell Mr. Stone that I would be delighted to join
Oh,
him.
baby.
Never mind, I'll tell him myself.
Quit worrying. It's gonna be all right.
Oh, go count your money.
Miss Smith, Joel Stone. Please sit down. Now, this is Lucas.
How do you do?
He's a deaf mute, but he can read lips, can't you, Lucas? Would you like some champagne?
No, thank you. What happened to everybody?
Oh, I asked the manager to send everybody away.
Oh, don't be silly. Rudy wouldn't get rid of business.
He has my business. Miss Smith, I waited a long time to see you. Now that you're here, I do want privacy.
Well, we're not exactly alone, are we?
Well, shall we talk while we dance?
I've been looking for you.
That figures.
Now, what is all this jazz with the pictures out front? I'm supposed to be the star around here.
You were. Now it's Sherry Smith, sentimental stylist of song.
Just what are you getting at?
Sit down, kid.
Never mind the soft soap. I'd like to know why my picture...
I've been doing a lot of thinking.
I'll tell the jokes, huh?
What's a nice, healthy boy like you doing telling 6 stories in a morgue like this? Doesn't figure. Now, you should grow up and get into better things.
You mean I'm fired, huh?
Sorry, kid. I've got my orders.
Oh, who gives you orders?
The new boss? Believe me, he paid a big, fat price for the privilege.
Well, I smell a big, fat rat. I don't want to mention any names, but his initials are Joel Stone.
Could be. Isn't the first time he'd helped build a girl's career?
No. Sure, he builds them up, and then he tears them right down again. How could Sherry fall for something like that?
So why don't you ask her?
She won't even talk to me. What she needs is a few words from somebody who has been through the mill.
Like Jill Naylor, huh?
Who?
Jill Naylor, you remember her. She and Stone were a big item about 5, 6 years ago. Singer, TV actress. I saw her a couple of weeks ago. She came around looking for a job. Nothing.
You think she'd talk to Sherry if I asked her?
Why not? Anything for a drink.
Thanks for the present. But no thanks. Sorry, Mr. Waters, but I gave up drinking. I gave up talking, too.
Oh, now, Miss Naylor, please.
Not a word. Not one word.
Well, look, couldn't we go out to a nice, quiet place for dinner somewhere?
No, thank you. I never eat on an empty stomach. Now get out of here, will you? I got nothing to say to you but goodbye, good luck, and get lost.
Are you afraid of something?
No. No, I'm not afraid of you or Joel Stone or anybody. Besides, it's none of your business.
But it is my business. You see, I've got a girl, and I think she's getting involved in something she does not understand.
Well, isn't that just too bad? Let her find out the hard way. I did. He was going to make me a star. Look at me. Take a good look. Some star, eh? Hey, you know something, Mr.
Waters. Lou Waters.
Yeah. Well, Lou, I've just changed my mind. Joel Stone was mine for 6 months. He was my man of mystery. And then, this. Now I'll settle for just being alive, and I want to stay that way.
Are you trying to tell me that If you told the truth about Joel Stone, you'd be in danger?
He's a man of mystery, isn't he? And I know his secret. I know all of his secrets. He's another Bluebeard with 8 wives hanging in closets.
Miss Naylor, won't you please help me?
Leave me alone.
Oh.
Will you please leave me alone? I'm not well.
Miss Naylor. Miss Naylor, please.
I'm sorry. But you don't know. You just don't know. It was a nightmare.
Well, I guess my girl's gonna have to find that out for herself, isn't she? The hard way.
Wait a minute. You bring her around tomorrow afternoon. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Very much.
Checked out your statement. I think you can go now.
Remember what I said, Lieutenant. I don't care how it looks. I am sure it was not suicide. Just because some quack happened to be wandering by and took a look at the body does not prove that it was suicide.
Just send Dr. Grail in, please. You see, I've already talked to the doctor. And it just so happens that he is a highly reputable physician, and he wasn't just wandering by, as you put it. He was on his way to visit Miss Naylor. Dr. Grail, will you come in, please? Doctor, I wonder if you'd tell this gentleman why you intended to visit Miss Naylor last evening?
The deceased was my patient. I've been calling on her regularly twice a week for the past 3 months to treat her disorder.
What was wrong with her? I know she was a lush, but what else?
Alcoholism is merely a symptom.
You see, Dr. Grail is a psychiatrist. Now, do you understand?
She made sense to me.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you, she was scared of Joel Stone.
Of course. It all makes sense. A mentally disturbed person, sudden suicidal impulse. It's part of the syndrome.
I want to thank you very much, Doctor.
Now, will that be all?
Oh, no. No, there was one other question.
Yes.
Have you got any suggestions about what I can do about this miserable cold?
Sorry, not my field.
Not you.
Okay. So Miss Naylor was mentally disturbed, but she had promised to tell the truth about Joel Stone. Now, why don't you find out where he was last night?
We already know. You spent the evening with that friend of yours, that singer, Sherry Smith.
Yes, David. Oh, that's marvelous. That's wonderful, David. Yes, I'll tell her. Anytime at her convenience. Good. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. Goodbye. Now, you see? See how easy it is? David Carstairs is one of the biggest agents in the country. From now on, every door is open for you. Movies, television, all the big shows in Las Vegas.
But why?
You know the answer to that, don't you? Lucas, what is it? Huh? numerous shipping contracts. Yes, of course. Understand? Thank you. Here you are. David Carstairs owes me a couple of favors. And when he says yes, you can count on it. Something wrong?
I don't like that man.
Who? Lucas?
Haven't you noticed the way he keeps staring at me?
I don't really blame him. I rather enjoy doing it myself.
Joel, I'm serious. There's just something about that man. He frightens me.
Lucas is my faithful shadow. You're not afraid of shadows, are you?
I suppose I should feel sorry for him. But he disturbs me.
I would trust Lucas with my life. Now, you're coming to dinner tonight, aren't you?
I don't know.
What do you mean, you don't know?
Just that.
It's all arranged, Sherry. We'll have a good time together, I promise you.
Just the three of us, I suppose. You and I and your shadow.
Please, let's not start that all over again.
Well, it's always the same way, isn't it? Whether we're having dinner here or at the club or...
You don't understand.
No, I don't. Don't you have any other friends?
Yes, I do. I want you to come to the house tonight and meet them. Perhaps then you'll know. She's not like the others, is she? Somehow it doesn't seem right to put her with the others. Well, I suppose we have to find a place. There she is. I'll get it.
Tell me you lived in a palace.
A palace without a queen.
You have so many beautiful things.
I enjoy collecting them.
I'm a little nervous about meeting your friends.
Don't be. You'll find them very easy to get along with. That will be all, Lucas. May I take your coat?
Yes, thank you. Am I very early?
Nope. Right on time.
Where is everybody?
I think everyone's in the dining room. Shall we join them?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Sherry Smith. May I introduce my friends? Mr. and Mrs. Jones. Mr. and Mrs. Richard Rowe. Tom and Mary Blank. Jane Doe. George Spelton. Oh, sorry. Don't be alarmed. It's only a dummy.
They're all dummies. Is this your idea of a joke?
I'm sorry if it startled you. Perhaps I should have explained.
Explained what? That because I'm an entertainer, I'm not good enough to meet your real friends?
I have no real friends.
Do you really expect me to believe that? That a man of your position...
Don't you see? That's just it. A man in my position has no one. It's a strange world I live in, Sherry. A world of secrecy and intrigue. A world where a man has to keep out of the public eye. I shouldn't have done it to you. It was a stupid joke, it was. I'm sorry. Come on now, I'll bring you home.
No, I'm not going. You did invite me to dinner, didn't you? Shall we join the others?
All right.
Sense it made. A psychiatrist's patients visit him in his office. Now, why would he be calling on Jill Naylor in the middle of the night? God bless you. Dr. Grail is not only a psychiatrist, he happens to be Mr. Stone's personal physician.
Oh, we know that.
Well, what are you waiting for? Why don't you call him in again and make him talk?
Brought him in over an hour ago.
What'd he say?
Nothing.
What kind of an operation are you running around here? I'll bet I could make him open up better than that.
We've already done that.
Done what?
Opened him up. Dr. Grail is on the autopsy table at the city morgue. Now, around 10 o'clock this evening, his car went off the cliff on the beach road. He died almost instantly. Sorry.
Win. Lucas, how can you be so calm? It isn't human. Don't you know the police are going to come in here again? What am I supposed to do? Just stay here and wait? What have you got there? The plane tickets. Well, of course. I'd completely forgotten the oil merger in Iran. We're going to leave in a couple of hours. Why don't you run off to the attorneys and pick up the papers on the deal? I'll go home and pack, and we can meet at the airport in plenty of time. Don't worry, Lucas. I'm not going to take any more chances.
Hello? Oh, hello. Yes, I just finished rehearsal. Where? At your house? Yes, but...
Don't ask any questions. Just be there as fast as you can. It's important. That's right. Now remember, don't tell anyone where you're going. No. It's just a secret between the two of us. Don't you remember? I'm the man of mystery. Why don't you buzz before you come in? You have your orders?
Yes, I have my orders.
What do you want?
I came in to remind you that your flight will be leaving in 2 hours.
I'm well aware of that. You were eavesdropping, weren't you?
Please, Mr. Stone.
Weren't you?
No, no.
I don't know how much you heard, but before you get any ideas of repeating this to someone, remember what happened to Dr. Grail.
You didn't tell me you were going away.
Something just came up. I have to tell you a lot of things.
Where are you going?
I'm supposed to meet Lucas at the airport in an hour to fly to Iran. But I'm not. I'm on my way to the hunting lodge. I wonder if I would need another one. It's about a 3-hour drive. I have my own landing strip and my private plane. At the lodge, that is my retirement fund. Well over $1 million in negotiable bonds and securities, safely tucked away.
Joel, don't go.
I have a better idea. Sherry, come with me. Let's go together. We'll fly to Mexico and be married. And from then on, we have the whole world for our honeymoon. Nobody will ever know. Nobody will ever find us.
It sounds like a conspiracy.
It is. Are you coming?
Aren't you going to answer that?
Let it ring. I should have had electricity put in here years ago, but, well, I guess I rather like it this way.
Freezing.
Yes, I'll light a fire right away. Just a second. Oh, Sherry, cheer up. Where we are going, you won't need a fire. Ooh, here we go.
Joel?
Yes?
Do you really want me to go with you?
Of course I do. How can you even ask such a question?
I don't know. At first it seemed part of a routine. Something you'd done before.
Yes, I've done it before. Many times. But don't you see? This time, all of a sudden, I found I really meant it. I need you, Sherry. You're what I've always needed. More than anything else in the world. Someone I can trust. Someone who will trust me.
What is it?
Nothing. I'm just checking if the car is safe.
I didn't realize we'd climbed so high.
About 500 feet.
It's a long way down. It's a long way to fall.
Don't you worry. We'll never fall.
I'm not afraid of falling.
Then what are you afraid about?
At first, when I met you, and you were being so charming, that was all part of the act.
Yes, It was.
Are you sure it's not an act now? You do love me, don't you?
Yes, I do. Sherry, there's something I've got to tell you. Let me get the bonds first. There's a ball safe in my bedroom. You wait here.
Don't scream. Yes, I can speak. He is dead. It is a pity, too.
You killed him.
Yes, I killed him. But I could not help it. His avarice began to outweigh his judgment. And I became angry when I caught him stealing.
But those bonds belong to him.
No, not to him. They belong to Joel Stone. I am Joel Stone. He was an actor. We were both nobodies in Europe when we first met years ago. I was an orphan and penniless, struggling and sweating in vain to succeed when all doors were slammed shut in my face. He had everything that a man needs to be successful in this world. He had charm, voice, good looks, everything. Everything but a brain. So I hired him.
To impersonate you.
Yes. All these years, he's been my front man, my puppet. He moved at my every command while I remained in the shadows, pulling the strings. But I run the show. The success is mine. Everything belongs to me. Including these fools, all all of them fools. Opening their arms to an empty-headed doll with a pretty face, while I remained in the shadows. They didn't know that I could hear like other men, speak like other men, feel like other men. Until after he was finished with them. I hated them. I hated them all. And then I saw you. And for the first time, I dared to dream that someday I might come out of the shadows, because I felt that you could see beyond the flesh to the soul within. The soul that adores you and worships you.
Lucas, please don't touch me.
Are you afraid of me? Are you afraid of these hands because... But I had to get rid of those who knew the secret. They would have told you too soon. They would have frightened you. And then we could never be together.
Lucas?
You and I together. We have the money, we have the plane. We can go away and disappear just as we planned.
Lucas, don't.
Don't call me!
Hold it. All right, honey, all right. Oh, so you did have to kill the actor, didn't you? Huh? You didn't do quite that good a job on Koto. He told me everything before he died.
But he is dead?
Yes. Well, he's dead. They're all dead.
Then we three are all that's left that know the secret.
Yeah.
It's a pity that my empire must fall this way. That this must be the end of the man of mystery.
Now then, as I understand this, Mr. Croft, you had charge of the South American branch of this company. You were called down here to take over on Mr. Stone's death. Say, this photograph here. Isn't this a picture of the girl that killed Mr. Stone up in his mountain lodge and then jumped out of the window? Let's see, what was her name? Smith. Sherry Smith.
Were the orchids delivered to Miss Dean's dressing room tonight? Good. Let's be on our way.
Don't get the wrong impression. I'd never steal money without permission. What you see here is my share of the reward. After all, the man of mystery did break the law, didn't he? And that would never do. Now, you'll have to excuse me. I have a most important rendezvous to keep. I do hope the rest of the roses have been delivered.
Hello again, my ghoulies. Hope you liked tonight's show and our spooky stories. Thanks for spending the night with us. Be sure to hit the like button. As we say, nighty-night, sleep tight, my ghoulies.
Hush now, ghoulies, don't you cry. The moon is grinning in the midnight sky. Shadows tiptoe across the floor. Monsters knock but lock the door. Nighty night, sleep tight. It's time to go to sleep. Nighty night, sleep tight. It's time to go to sleep. Ghoulies, close your eyes. Nightmares whisper lullabies. Creeping, crawling, don't you peek. Drift away and go to sleep. Nighty night, sleep tight. Rest under the pale moonlight. Nighty night, sleep tight. Rest under the pale moonlight. Under the bed, what do you see? Glowing eyes stare back at me. But don't be scared, they mean no harm. Just spooky friends with ghostly charm.
Yo, Night Robin, Gareth and Jack, Donald and Goodman got your back. The zombies creep, but they don't bite. They're just walking in the pale moonlight. Werewolves howling, mummies chill. What's their deal? Even vampires keep it still. Skeletons tapping on the beat so tight. Jack-o'-lanterns flicker in the dead of night. Bats take flight, witches zoom, rocking you to sleep with a boom, boom, boom. Nighty night, sleep tight. Nighty night, sleep tight.
Ghoulies, don't you fear. Monsters guard you always near. Wrapped in cobwebs, soft and tight. Night